Hey guys, it's Kelly. Thank you so much for coming to check out my YouTube channel. And this first video, although the quality and editing will probably be like subpar for sure, the info should be pretty good. So, oh, sorry, let me just turn that off. I'll tell you what, so far I have like a minute and a half of bloopers I can add in, so we have that going for us. But anyways, let me just like throw this across the room real quick. Okay, so earlier this week on my Instagram page, I put up a post about any suggestions or questions that you guys would want addressed in a video, and I definitely got some really good feedback, and most of it just had to do with, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my name is Kelly, and I have been on a natural health journey for the last 7 weeks, and I'm down 31 pounds already. I've really been enjoying this whole entire time. Nothing has ever worked so easy or fast for me, so I am really looking forward to sharing what I've been learning so far with anyone who wants to hear it. So thank you for tuning in. But yeah, so the 3 things that have definitely came up the most has been consistency, diet, and what was the other one? Oh, like dropping excuses, basically. And they've all been like super valid topics for this month and a half, almost 2 months, that I've been going through all this. But before I dive into any of them, I just want to say, like, the most important thing, if you're also in the beginning of your journey, like, I just want to give the tips that I wish I would have found earlier in my life. I'm still very fortunate that, like, I have a lot of life left, I hope. But I don't know, I hope someone else can hear this and not have to go through, like, the different broken feelings or hopelessness. And, like, you can take my advice from my months of hopelessness and make your life better without having to, like, cry in your bed for a little bit before it happens. So yeah. Most importantly, you have to figure out who you are and what is going to work with you, like, for you. Because if you can't stick with something, even if you can get the weight off, it's not going to stay off if you don't stick with whatever you started. And I mean, like, I was really bad at sticking with things until I, like, dove into my personality, and I'm like, okay, why don't I stick with things? And I found this exercise in a great book called the Millionaire Success Habits. I will put a link below. I'm not getting any money, so, like, don't worry, this is not a scam or anything. But it's really cool. It's called the 7 Levels Deep. Just to sum it up very fast, like, you take whatever issue you want to address, and so, like, if you want to lose weight as well, it'd be, why do you want to lose weight? And then your answer becomes the next question, and so on and so forth for 7 rounds, and then eventually you're going to find out the real reason that, like, you either gain the weight or why you really want to lose it. And either way, the real reason is going to be the most important thing. It's going to help you have the longevity to go through your journey, and it's just going to change your life. I guarantee you. Like, if you actually do this exercise, you will feel like you got punched in the stomach for a few minutes, because you're going to be like, that's so rude. But then next thing you know, you're going to know how to handle your life better because you know yourself. And that's important. So, and don't be embarrassed by it either. Like, my result was very weird. Not weird, but, like, not one I was expecting. Like, it turned out I didn't stick with things because I didn't think I deserved a good life or I wasn't worthy enough. And that's, like, pretty crazy to think that and, like, sabotage yourself, but not even realize you were thinking that subconsciously the whole time. But ever since I've known that, I've had no problem sticking with everything I want to, because when I have a bad day, I'm just like, well, you know what? You are worthy. You deserve a good life. Don't mess this up for yourself because someone else made you upset. Like, stop looking for your worth and validation in other people's actions and all that good stuff, because you can never control that. But you can control how you feel about yourself. So that's the most important thing. But yeah, so find something you can stick with so you don't gain weight back or regress, and find out what is going to work for you. Like, for example, my brother is one of my best friends. He's awesome, and like, he goes to the gym and does crazy things like every single day. Like, he runs like 5 miles for enjoyment. Like, if I'm running 5 miles, you better believe I'm getting freaking chased, okay? Like, I am not going to go run 5 miles in a building, like, not right now. Maybe later in my journey when that sounds enticing. But until then, I'm going to be like dancing and doing yoga and climbing rock walls and doing quick circuits. Like, if I'm running, I'm being chased, so you should start running too. But if it's like a light jog, don't worry that much then. But anyways, to dive back into why I actually made this video, the first thing I guess we'll talk about is the diet. And I actually hate that word. Like, I know the definition of it is what you're eating in a day, but when I hear diet, I'm just like, brings you back to high school with all the bad diets I used to try. And they suck. Like, if you're going to bed hungry, you're not eating the right thing for yourself. And that's just my feelings on it. But again, that's for my personality. Some people are crazy. Not crazy, like, some people are more intense, and they can handle going to bed a little bit hungry if they had the amount of calories they needed. If I go to bed and I'm hungry, like, that's not going to happen. I'm going to be like dreaming about cheeseburgers and sleepwalk to the fridge. So, so no thank you. I have made sure to have plenty of food by picking better food options and really learning like when to eat that has worked the best for my body. And with that, I have used my FitnessPal every single day of this journey so far. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Especially because for me, like, I do suffer with binge eating. So it's important that I know exactly how much I am like putting in my body, because if I don't keep track of it, like, I'll eat and not realize it. So I just log every single thing. I eat like probably every 2 hours, from about 7 a.m. to about 3:30 p.m. and it just really works for me. I guess you could like compare it to intermittent fasting, but I was doing that before I even knew it had a name, just because I am a scientist major and I do like to overanalyze everything I do. So I weigh myself every morning, and I put it in my FitnessPal, and I have like a little chart of progress that, you know, definitely looks curvy. But but yeah, I started realizing, I'm like, so the days that I finish eating earlier in the day, not only am I making better food choices, but I feel better the next day when I wake up, and I'm not hungry. I'm not like thinking about horrible foods. I'm thinking about better ones, ironically. And so then I Googled, I'm like, how come when I stop eating at around 3 p.m. each day, I wake up lighter and I'm not craving horrible foods? And then, lo and behold, intermittent fasting popped up. So I guess I definitely do practice that, but that just kind of happened by chance. But if you're interested, check it out, because I do enjoy it a lot. But yeah, so as far as dieting, I watch the amount of calories. I eat so frequently that I don't have the chance to get hungry, and then when I stop eating at like 3:30, I'm just not hungry again until I wake up. So that has been great for me. It's been a great tool. So what was the other one? Consistency. As soon as you figure out like what you're struggling with and address it, it will really take care of itself. Like, I kid you not. Like, I had to find out I had a binge eating problem, and I had to find out I had a self-worth problem, and then putting a lot of effort into like healing those two issues, weight has just like flown off of my body, and I couldn't be happier. Like, I'm still not like at my goal yet, for sure. It's only been 7 weeks, but I am already like what I wanted to weigh in June when I was like trying to map all this out. I'm like, oh, if I lose 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds a week, like I'll be this weight at June 1st, and I'm already there. So like when you find out what the issue is, you will not believe how easy your journey can be. So I definitely suggest that, and then you'll be able to be more consistent when you're aware of what your issue is. And the excuses, oh man. So if you are like any other American in the world, you probably do multiple of these things I'm about to name. You probably either are a parent, take care of your parents, go to school, or have a job, or do some combination of all of them. And with all of that stress, I mean, you could have like all the excuses you want. You could be like, oh, I'm a single parent. I work like 40 hours a week, like whatever your story is. I personally am a young single parent, and I do go to school full time. So I've just always felt like, and I have scholarships I need to maintain grade point averages to stay in school for. So, because I cannot afford it without my scholarships. So for me, I was like, oh, I need A's, I need A's, I need A's. And I would just study for hours, like when my son is sleeping, or like if I didn't have him, I'd be just studying. And like I just put off my health. I was like, well, I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do this. And although I still don't go to the gym like how I used to do when I was younger and lost weight, like I'm not letting that be my excuse. Like that's fine if that's true, that you don't have time or you don't want to go to the gym. But you better find a way to sweat outside of it then. Like do a home workout, or like eat so good that you don't have to work out. Like, I don't know, whatever. Get more active. But yeah, like don't let your excuses be valid enough to live a non-healthy life. Like, especially because you can just do really small changes that you won't even believe, like affect your health so well. Like, I don't do anything crazy. Like, I just started parking my car like way farther away from parking lots. Like going on like very enjoyable walks, like, you know, headbands and chunky white sneakers need not apply, but you know, just like move more and love your life and stuff, and it'll be good. But yeah. Guys, I swear I'll get better at making videos. I really will. And if anyone watched this whole thing, you were the MVP and made my whole night. Hopefully I figure out how to edit so I can chop out some of these like segments of like rambling. But anyways, the next video will definitely be an improvement. I will find a way to get to points quicker or edit better. I don't know, both. But if you have any questions, any tips, really anything, even if you just want to like share your story or reach out, I love hearing from you guys. And like I said, if you have tips, questions, comments, concerns, leave them below, or find me on Instagram and feel free to reach out to me there. Yeah, I can't wait to hear from you guys, and if you have anything that you would like to see on the next video, please let me know. Alright, thank you guys so much for checking it out again. Have a good night.